Go ahead and pull it up, Mo, real quick. So you can see real quick.
Remember, that was 1 year ago.
Yeah, so you can see the no's were 6,790 and the yeses were 736. And on average, the women who didn't cheat said they had about 3.8, and the women who did cheat had about 8.9. So you can see that.
So we were off by 2.
Yes. Yeah, but the point is right there, the next paragraph says the average number of male sexual partners for married women who cheated on their husbands was 2.3 times higher than those women who did not cheat. Do you guys understand? That is, you cannot, from this point on, this debate is over. The idea that body count doesn't matter, this checkmate. It's over. It's done. The data is in. Women who have more sexual partners make worse wives on average. They are more likely to cheat on you, period. You cannot say that this is a function of a misogyny or a patriarchy. There is actual solid data on this now. And this is probably the most offensive thing ever. I promise you, if there was data out there that showed as women had more sexual partners, they were better wives, you would publish that data and immediately, in a heartbeat, and you would immediately, you would be awarded the Nobel Prize in psychology without review. Immediately, you would be granted hundreds of millions of dollars of research if you found any data that showed that. But of course, they did this data back in 1995. We couldn't find any studies on this for like 25 years because nobody wanted to do this research that showed very clearly that as women have more sexual partners, they make worse wives. They are less likely to stay in a relationship. They're more likely to cheat, and they're more likely to file for divorce.
Mike, who hurt you misogynist?
My expectations hurt me. Thank you very much.
Small dick energy,
right? He's making a lot of emphasis on that.
Small dick energy, right?
Cut it.
Small dick energy.
All right, let me just state this for the record because I know the first thing that's going to happen in the comments is, well, what about the guys? Okay, this is not about the guys. Okay, that's every time we throw this out there, it's like
we're not filing. Hold on. Here's the thing: we're not filing for divorce. We're not filing for divorce. If 80% of divorces are filed by women, and we're talking about you're more likely to file for divorce if you've had more previous sexual partners. Well, it's like, well, what about men? If men have more previous sexual partners, are they more likely to file for divorce? We're not the ones filing for divorce.
Yeah.
Period. So that's not the issue. That's not where it comes from. So do you guys understand the point? The issue is that this argument comes up, body count doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what I did before. Then that should read out from the data. You should have maybe a small correlation. Maybe women who cheated maybe had 10% more sexual partners, not 230% more sexual partners. That is a full-on statistical correlation. And so if you see that and you have a problem with it, again, let me ask you something. If I had a niece or if I had a sister and I told her, I was like, hey, just to let you know, there's some studies. It might have to do with your endocrine system. It might have to do with your neurochemicals. But for some reason, when you have more sexual partners, it doesn't allow you to imprint on the man that you end up wanting to marry. And so that may cause you to have a worse relationship. If I tell that to my niece, is it because I don't love her? Or is it because I do love her?
You do love her. Because you do love her.
So I'm giving good advice to my female friends and female family members because I do love them. Do you guys understand?
Yeah.
That's not misogyny. The point of the point of the data is to show you what reality is. You guys understand?
I don't know what that means, but that sounds hurtful.
Chris, what the fuck, man?
No, I'm out.
Chris,
I'm
what
out.
the fuck, man?
No, I'm out of here.
Yo, Chris, what the fuck, nigga?
What, nigga? Like,
No, nigga. What the fuck is going on here?
Yo, these guys want to smash, man. So, hey, listen, man. Listen, man.
That's true. She won't have a problem mating, but
You're right,
goddamn.
Dan Myron, and you warned Mike.
Nigga, you're right, bro. I was warned. Okay, now here's the other thing.
And I do want to say this. Somebody clip this and send that. I ain't going to say his name because he's a fucking clout-chasing loser, but there's been this idiot running around saying, well, actually, it's men have more sexual partners. They're more likely to cheat. But they're not the ones ending relationships.
Yes.
You fucking loser.
That's the whole point. So here's the thing. I go on shows all the time and I bring up the 70 to 80% divorce rate. We talk about this all the time, right? So then women say, well, you shouldn't be looking for whoever initiates the divorce. You should be looking for the reason why there's a divorce. Maybe it's still the man's fault, even though it's the woman who files for divorce. Yeah. So what's a way scientifically we can control for that? How about we just remove men altogether and we look at lesbian couples versus homosexual couples and we look at the divorce rate. So if what women are saying is correct and it's men to blame, what we should find is the same level of divorce or lesbians should be divorced less. And what do we find? Anybody want to take a guess?
Oh, yeah.
No.
What do you find?
Oh, yeah, because, you were real good.
Yeah.
Okay. I can take a guess.
You have no men to blame.
I can take a guess.
What do you think?
I mean, I know you have an agreement. So it's obviously going to agree with what you are saying. So it's going to be women.
Okay, how much more? How much more do you think
I don't
lesbians?
know. Like, it was 150 the other time, so maybe like 100 this time.
You're exactly right.
Yeah.
Women file for divorce. Lesbian couples file for divorce 100% more than gay men file for divorce.
Mm-hmm.
So even when you don't have men to blame, you are still leaving relationships faster.
So listen. I love this. Yo. She didn't skip nothing, bro. She didn't skip nothing.
Do you understand? And by the way, do you want to know the number one?
This is why women deserve less book in stores, ninjas. God damn.
Do you want to know what precipitates lesbian divorce the most? Do you want to know what it is?
What?
It's when lesbian women have children. And when they have children, I don't know the data on this, but I will bet you every penny I have that the lesbian member that files for the divorce is the one who is the biological mother of the child. I almost guarantee you. Because homosexuality for women is a spectrum, and for men it's more binary. So what happens is all of a sudden she has a baby, and she looks over at her partner, and she looks at the baby, and looks at her partner, and thinks about, I need someone to protect, provision, provide, and it's not you. And so I'm going to go start dating men again. And that's essentially what happens. And I'm out. So that's essentially what happens. So even when you don't have...
God.
Even when ladies don't have men to blame, they're still leaving relationships more.
Wow.
Even when they don't have men to blame. So that's the issue, right?
Sartain, W.
I think fantastic. I'm going to give you a Don DeMarco for that one. I think the bottom line here is